All right, all right, all right. It's a Friday night here in the Valley of the Sun, and it's your good friend, it's your pal, it's your compadre, it's TC. Everybody, come on, man, rock and roll, baby. At my right is Miss Audrey, who is a little indifferent on the brand new Motley Crue song. She's like, I don't know if you've heard it. You can check it out probably on Spotify or on Apple Music or Amazon Music or, of course, YouTube. She's a little, it's kind of growing on me, and Jennifer liked it immediately. So, and speaking of Jenn, she's back at Command HQ. She's handling everything here, and give it up for Jenn. She's done an amazing job, and actually, she just got a ton of new pre-orders up on the site. So, if you want to pre-order some stuff, we just got some kind of really cool stuff, including a Motley Crue picture disc. Motley Crue loves the picture discs. Their record store day release wasn't a picture disc, but it was super cool. So there is a Motley Crue picture disc up for pre-order for Dogs of War, the brand new single, on Big Machine, which was the Taylor Swift label for a while, and then that went sideways. Cheap Trick is on that label. So the guy who runs that label seems pretty cool towards kind of like 70s, 80s rock bands. So very cool. But I've got a whole long list of pre-orders up on the site. And obviously, we're going to jump into the auction here sooner than you can shake a stick at. I don't know where I'm going there. So I'm just going to move on. So yes, Motley Crue. There's a pre-order up. There's a pre-order for The Cure, the Japanese singles in 82, 83. If you're a big fan of The Cure, Tom York of Radiohead is putting out a new album. Also, David Gilmour of Pink Floyd putting out a brand new album. There's a Talking Heads tribute with a lot of modern artists like Paramore. So there's that. We got that going for us. That's a new pre-order. Dinosaur Jr. I know a lot of people like Dinosaur Jr. Maybe in that kind of that, if you were born maybe in the 80s more than anything. But yeah, so there's a Dinosaur Jr. greatest hits coming out. And then finally a Johnny Cash album coming out. I think it's called Songwriter. And obviously everybody loves Johnny Cash. So there you go. Yeah, so here we are Friday night, and I'm going to have a good time tonight. Let's see if anybody's checking in. We got Chris, the record buyer, who's already claimed. Nice. Paul Simons, still crazy from last night. Glenn, what to drink tonight? You know what I love, Glenn? I love a good white Russian. I can tell you a Bill Clinton joke about that too, but I'll pass on that. And Jennifer, I can feel her. She just rolled her eyes in the chat. She knows my Bill Clinton white Russian joke. And then hey Harold, checking in. Jillian there. Hey Jeff, how you doing today? Good to see everybody. If you're a first timer, make sure you say hey, and if you're a long time person that's been hanging out with us, that's always fantastic as well. I didn't think we're going to have, because we're kind of backed up here and we're trying to get through record store day stuff. Well, we finally got through record store day stuff. The Pearl Jam record, some of these came in late. We actually got some extra copies of this. This is the Arizona variant. It's on silver and black Galaxy vinyl. We've got like 5 extra copies of the new Pearl Jam. They only did 2,500 of these. So if you're interested in the new Pearl Jam, and I got to say, it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good, I gotta say. And I'm not a huge Pearl Jam fan by any means, but I'm just like, I like this record. It's $49.99 for the silver and black Galaxy. This differs from the record store day version, and the standard version is just black. So if you're looking for a copy of Pearl Jam's new album, Dark Matter, they were on Howard Stern the other day. I watched a bunch of YouTube clips. Some interesting stuff there. Apparently the drummer, Matt Cameron, who of course was in Soundgarden as well before joining Pearl Jam, got a cease and desist letter from Kiss back in the day, because when he was like 13, they had a Kiss band that they called Kiss, and they'd go around, they'd dress up as Kiss, and they'd play Kiss music. And they ended up going to see Kiss and got backstage, and then brought the little book that they had of like them dressed up as Kiss. And like 3 months later, they get a cease and desist from Kiss. Come on, they're 13 years old. Whatever. I don't know. That's Kiss, right? If you can't make money off of it, then whatever. All right. Another new album out today. We've only got one copy left of this one. This is Pyromania. It's $45.99. My favorite album of all time. Why is this cool? Is because this has been recut at Abbey Road Studios and half-speed mastered. The record was cut using a specialist technique known as half-speed mastering. The artisan process results in cuts that have a superior high-frequency response, treble, and very solid and stable stereo images. In short, a very high-quality master that helps create a very high-quality record. So if you want the greatest album ever recorded, in my humble opinion, we have a half-speed master from Abbey Road, as it's been repressed. And then the other new vinyl I want to mention tonight, where is it? There's a Noah Kahan in here, Cape Elizabeth. This was a Record Store Day Black Friday release. This is just on blue vinyl, but if you know of Noah Kahan, he's really talented. Speaking of like Paul Simon, it's good stuff. So there you go. Changing the camera angle up a little bit tonight, and we're kind of tweaking it as we go. So if you like it, let me know. If not, that's cool too. Yeah, so there you go. So did I miss anything in the chat? Hey, Linda, how you doing? I know you. Randy, appreciate it. And let's see. Yeah, Kiss. I love Jenn posts the dollar signs on Kiss. That's fantastic. All right, let's get started here, man, because honestly, I'm just impressed kind of what we got tonight. Because we got good stuff, and it's just, holy moly. This is Tracy Chapman. This is $79. This is her '88 album. Now the vinyl is VG++. Now there's a little bit of an issue there on her forehead, and then there's some edge wear, and then there's a little more edge wear there. I would say a significant amount of edge wear, but all in all, this record it's never been repressed. It came out in '88. This thing is going for $100, $200 now. And I'm knocking the price down a little bit here to $79. I know you're like, $79, but yeah, I get it. But because of this, yeah, fantastic record from Tracy Chapman. Fast Cars on here, obviously. What else was the big hit off? There's Talking About a Revolution. I know that song. What was that? There was one other song that was here. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, Tracy Chapman, $79 for an OG 1988 copy. Now, this is interesting. This is Dwight Yoakam's Guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. It's VG++. It's got a little bit of a corner crease here. If you can see that on the upper right-hand corner, you might not be able to. The price on it is $99. Why is this $99? This is super rare. It's a pressing that came out in what year did this come out? 2016. It is the album. It's a trifold record, and it's a 3 LP. It's got the 1981 demos on it. It's also got a live show, which is super cool, from '86 at the Roxy. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, that is cool. So anyways, extremely rare record. I've never seen it. It's always fun when stuff walks into the store. It's just like, whoa, what is this? We got another one coming up here shortly by Joan Jett. It's just like, what? This is $99 if you're interested. Queen, Greatest Hits. This is a VG copy. It's not the 2 LP that's in print now. This is from back in the 80s when this one came out. This is $19 for Queen's Greatest Hits. Fantastic record. I myself prefer Queen's Greatest Hits #2 because the songs are a little deeper. I've heard a lot of these songs, but hey, I mean, these songs, We Will Rock You, everything on there. I think Under Pressure's on here. What's on here? The track list, another one by Sedust, Bohemian Rhapsody, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and this is pretty damn good. Killer Queen, Fat Bottom Girls, Bicycle Race, Under Pressure, We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions, Flash, Somebody to Love, You're My Best Friend, Keep Yourself Alive, and Play the Game. So very cool. Steve Perry, that is Street Talk. That is $14, a VG++ copy. I love this record. Oh, Sherry, Foolish Hearts on here. And then the banger on the record, which is a fantastic song, is Strung Out. We've got the Vision Quest soundtrack, a VG++ copy, $14. And this, I know the movie kind of failed. I don't even know who that actress is. That's Matthew Modine, who, of course, is famous for being in Full Metal Jacket. The soundtrack is just fantastic. Only the Young by Journey, Change by John Waite, Style Council, Gambler by Madonna. Don Henley's on here. Dio, Hungry for Heaven, Red Reiner, Lunatic Fridge, Sammy Hagar, I'll Fall in Love Again, Foreigner, Hot Blooded, and Madonna, one of Madonna's 3 best songs of all time. That is Crazy for You on that Vision Quest. So who's going to be first tonight? No one has been first tonight. No one's pulled the trigger. So I got to find something here that's going to make you pull the trigger, right? What's that? Oh, yeah. Chris, the record guy, was technically first, but first out of the first is the first. Exactly. What is this? This is In Excess. This is an excellent copy of the vinyl. That is $14. This is the Need You Tonight Mediate. You remember that long video from MTV when they did Mediate? I can't talk. Mediate, not mediate. Mediate, exactly. And then side 2 is Coming Home. So there you go, $14. A beautiful copy of In Excess's Need You Tonight with Mediate.
How much is the Steve Perry?
The Steve Perry was... Let me grab that here. The Steve Perry's 14. Greg Allman. The only Greg Allman song I really know is on this album. This is a VG++ copy. It's I'm No Angel, which was a fantastic song back in the day. Very 80s. That young man is looking very 80s. Greg Allman got a little Dog the Bounty Hunter going there, doesn't he? Come on, admit it.
Jason will take Vision Quest, and then Jillian will take Steve Perry.
All right, cool. Jason grabs Vision Quest. Very nice. Thank you. And were they tied, or was one of them first? Jillian grabs Steve Perry.
No, they're just different. Oh, I don't know. I know what you mean.
I wanted to see who was first tonight.
Oh, Jason was first.
Jason was first. All right, there you go. So cool. All right, GTR, When the Heart Rules the Mind. $9. It's a VG++ copy. Yes. Who was this? This was kind of an offshoot of, wasn't it Asia or Yes? Or it's got Steve Hackett, Steve Howe's in it as well. So those 2 guys. It's a clip corner because it's a promo copy. So $9. But yeah, When the Heart Rules the Mind, yeah, is on here. So great song. They're from, where's my Joan Jett? I think my Joan Jett's coming up here. Oh, there's the Joan Jett. It's coming up. I just want to make sure it was in here. $9. That is Cat Stevens, VG copy on the vinyl of, I think that's, the teaser and the Firecat. So I wanted to say the Firecracker. Here is another 12-inch single. This is $9. This is, the vinyl is in excellent condition. This is Phil Collins, You Can't Hurry Love. And he obviously made the album look like kind of an old 50s type of, like almost like a Blue Note type of record, if you're familiar with the Blue Note label. So yeah, it's a 45 RPM 12-inch single, You Can't Hurry Love, and it's backed with I Cannot Believe It's True and also Oddball. Not familiar with either one of those songs, but I love Phil Collins. Empty Glass by Pete Townsend. This is $5. It's an excellent copy. Is Rough Boys on here? Yes, it is. All right. There you go. What's the other? He had another big hit. I think that was on the other album, though. So there you go. All right. Who's up for a little House of Pain, baby? VG+ copy. This is House of Pain. This is the Jump Around 2000 mix by Jason Neves on Tommy Boy Records. And yeah, there you go. Harvey Wallbangers on the other side. Or the Harvey Baldwin Bang. Is this the right EP in here? Let me see. I don't know. I want to make sure. Oh, yeah, this is the, well, we want to make sure this is the right EP in here. Or 12-inch single. I'm so confused on this. Yeah, I'm going to put this to the side, Audrey. So we need to double check this one because I don't know if House of Pain is. Do you remember?
What?
The labels don't show me House of Pain with Jump Around, and I love Jump Around. Anyways, yeah, we'll look at it tomorrow. That's fine. This is Madeleine. It's 12-inch single, Beautiful Child, VG copy for $5. Got a couple of 12-inch singles in here. This is Sir Mix-a-Lot, I Want a Freak, 12-inch single for $5, VG copy on the vinyl. What is this? Oh, this is Empty Glass. I'm having deja vu. This is $5, a VG copy. So you definitely want to go with the other one because it's a better copy. Didn't even know there was 2 in there. This is Moby Porcelain Mixes #1 for $5. A VG Plus copy. There's Moby. You can get stoned with Obi. And I heard Southside by Gwen Stefani and Moby coming into the store yesterday. That is not on streaming anywhere, and it's pretty much impossible to find anywhere. There's probably like a 12-inch single of it, maybe. But yeah, that's a song that needs to be somewhere because Gwen took that song and elevated it. Because the original, which you can find on streaming, which is Moby in it, it's fine. But when Gwen Stefani starts singing on the version she did with Moby, it's fantastic. It's a banger. This is Propeller Heads Extended Play EP, $5 VG plus copy. I'm not familiar with those guys. This is Heaven is a Place on Earth, not by Belinda Carlisle, but by Rudaman. I believe that's pronounced as $5. Ooh, the Michael Jackson Bad single. $5, a VG Plus copy. Let's see what it's got on here. It's got Bad, the extended dance mix. It's got the 7-inch single. It's got the dance mix radio edit, the dub version, and the a cappella version of Bad. So there you go. You get your bad self on there. And what's that?
It's actually the wrong record.
It is the wrong record. Harvey Waldbanger. I could have sworn I've heard of Harvey. So it's not the I'm very disappointed.
Oh, Yellow talking to Harvey.
It's Harvey Waldbanger. So go figure. Yeah, it's we missed that one. So I missed it. Audrey missed it. I missed it twice actually. Caught it the third time. This is Let's Hear It from the Boys from Footloose. And it is an excellent copy. It's a promo copy, an extended dance remix of Let's Hear It for the Boy. And you've got an instrumental version as well. Audrey just watched this movie the other day. Am I right or am I right? I'm right. All right, Billy Idol, Vital Idol. This is really good. It's a really long record. It's $5, but there's a few skips in it. And we played it in the store yesterday. And the cover, it's only skips on White Wedding. Oh, it's only skips on White Wedding. Money's on here. Hot in the City, Dancing with Myself. This is an Uptown mix of that. Flesh for Fantasies on here, To Be a Lover, Love Calling, and Catch My Fall. So it's a good record. It's $5, but yeah, it's got a skip on White Wedding.
Dar is claiming Billy.
Billy Idol?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the only Billy we have.
Sorry. I'm a little slow on the uptake. All right, Dar. Cool. Hey, how you doing? Is Dar, that's the first time I've seen your name in the chat, so I appreciate you stopping in tonight. That's always great. So awesome. This is Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I've never seen this record. We have the greatest hits coming out. I was just telling you about that earlier this week. There's a greatest hits version. This is a 2 LP, and this came out in 2010? I don't know if this was just sold on her website or something. It's $59, but it's got everything. It's got Light of Day, the track list, Cherry Bomb. I'm going to go over the hits here. It's got a lot of stuff on it. It's got 21 songs on it. Bad Reputation, I Want You, I Love Rock and Roll, Crimson and Clover, Do You Want to Touch Me, Everyday People, Light of Day, I Hate Myself for Loving You. So really awesome. The only I'm sorry, Joan, I'm going to complain one last time. Roadrunner is not on there. I love when she covers Roadrunner. It's fantastic. So, but yeah, a super cool album. It's $59, a VG plus copy of Joan Jett's and the Blackhearts. Don't forget the Blackhearts, greatest hits.
Dar's going to take Joan Jett as well.
Dar's grabbing Joan Jett. All right, cool, Dar. Thank you. Appreciate it. Up next is Stevie Ray Vaughan. That is Peace in the Valley. Now, this is an unofficial. This is basically what you call a bootleg. It's not a fake record. A fake record would be like someone taking Tool's Enema and trying to do a release on it. This is live from the soundboard, and it's on magenta vinyl. And this, unfortunately, is Stevie's last show. It was recorded at Alpine Valley in East Troy, Wisconsin, on August 25th, 1990, the night before Stevie passed away. Obviously, the helicopter accident there. So, yeah, Buddy Holly, Obviously passed away in Iowa, and then Stevie Ray Vaughan died in Wisconsin there, and I'm a Minnesota boy, so that's why I connected to. But yeah, so that's his last show. Tightrope is on there. Little Sister, Superstition, which I love. It's fantastic. Couldn't Stand the Weather, Crossfire, and Voodoo Child, Slight Return. They actually spelled it Voodoo Child. Go figure. So, anyways, there you go.
Christina would like Stevie.
All right, Christina wants Stevie. Yeah, that makes me sad. His last show before he dies in a helicopter accident. So, go figure. That sucks. He was so good. One of my favorite guitarists of all time, right up there with Eddie Van Halen. This is Billy Idol. All right, sorry, I got a little deep there, man. I love Stevie. This is $29. It's a VG Plus copy of Rebel Yell. Very nice. And yeah, there was a reissue of this that came out with an extra album as well, but we're already sold out of that, unfortunately. So, but if you want the OG version from '84, I think it's 84. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 84. So there you go. This is a VG Plus copy. It's got some creasing a little bit on the sides there. Not too bad overall. And this is $29. It's Billy's first album, and this is the updated cover. Now, earlier in the week, we had the cover where he's kind of, he's very looking like he's headed to the beach in Miami, I guess, where he's got the midriff showing. I guess, do guys have midriffs? I don't know. The abs, I guess it would be more than a midriff. And this cover obviously makes him look a lot more punk than the other one, which made him look a little more new wave, I guess you could say. So anyways, Billy Idol, $29 for that album. We've got the Robert Cray Band, In My Soul. This is an excellent copy. This is $24. And it's a stereo version of Robert Cray. There you go. Great guitarist as well. Speaking of great guitarists. Fleetwood Mac, I thought this was going to get plucked out of there, Audrey, but it didn't. It did not. $24 for a VG Plus copy of the iconic album when Stevie and Lindsay joined the band. So there you go. Very nice. That's the iconic lineup right there. John McEnroe, not John McEnroe, John McVie, Lindsay, Stevie, Mick Fleetwood, and then of course, that's Stevie right there, and that's Christine McVie. So there you go. That's $24. This is Sade, $24 as well. Promise. It's in excellent condition. What's on here? Oh, The Sweetest Taboo. Very nice. I love Sade. Her voice is, fantastic. Speaking of love these guys. This is Hall & Oates, Rock and Soul Part 1. Excellent copy on the vinyl. It's $19. The jacket's in beautiful condition. There's maybe a little bit of edge wear on the bottom there. Other than that, tip top. And look at this. Look at this. It's a greatest hits record. Sarah Smile, She's Gone, Rich Girl, Kiss on My List, You Make My Dreams Come True, Private Eyes, I Can't Go for That, No Can Do, Man Eater, One on One, it's a great song, Wait for Me, and then two new songs. What are the two new songs? It's is it Adult Education and Family Man? I don't know. Why don't they list the two new songs? But the two new songs were great as well.
Chris is going to take Sade.
All right. Chris is going to grab Sade. All right. Cool. Thanks, Chris. Let me find out. Sade was right there. Very nice. All right. Chris, the record buyer. And Hall & Oates. Chris going to town. All right. Very cool. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is Fleetwood Mac Rumors. This is $19. It's a VG copy of the iconic album. I would say one of the best-selling albums in the last 20 years, after being one of the best-selling albums in the last 50, almost 50 years. There you go. Jeff Healey, this is a VG Plus copy, and this is $19. This is Hell to Pay. It's got like the original price sticker on it. There you go. If you like Jeff Healey. Jeff Healey's pretty good. I always get Jeff Healey and Jeff Buckley confused for some reason. Go figure. This is Huey Lewis in the News. Sports, VG++ copy, $14. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations were announced, and Foreigner got in, which is pretty cool. Ozzy got in, very cool as well, and a lot of other, some good people, some little eyebrow raising, but no Huey Lewis and the News still. Very disappointing. What do we got here? We've got, I got my notes. I'm going to go back to my notes here for a second here. I got my notes. What did it say? Oh, I saw The Fall Guy. You remember the Lee Majors TV show, The Fall Guy? I love the theme song to that, actually. I didn't watch The Fall Guy too much, where he's the stunt guy. Who's the guy who was in Barbie? Is it Ryan Paul Gosling? No.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, Ryan Gosling was in Barbie. He's going to be the Lee Majors. And then I think Emily Blunt is in it as well. But the soundtrack is going to be 80s based. So that's super cool. I know Bon Jovi was in the first trailer, Kiss, Journey, and a bunch of cool stuff. I don't know. I'm sure we're going to get a soundtrack announcement on that. But I'm like, ooh, that's cool. I like 80s soundtracks, and they're kind of making a comeback, I guess, in some ways. This is Journey Escape. It's a VG Plus copy. Unfortunately, someone has written their name on it. Schmitz with a Z, and it's $14 for that bad boy. Pat Benatar. This is a VG Plus copy for $9 of precious time. 3 girls at Ridgemont High have cultivated the Pat Benatar look. I don't know if you knew that. Audrey, have you ever thought about cultivating the Pat Benatar look?
No.
Jennifer never did either. So anyways, all right, cool. This is Don Henley, Building the Perfect Beast. I love this record, actually. Boys of Summer's on here, VG Plus copy. Got a few creases there. Other than that, it's good. And what else is on here that I love? Not Enough Love in the World is great. All She Wants to Do Is Dance. Oh, and Sunset Grill. Fantastic song. Fantastic.
Dar wants Journey.
Dar wants Journey. All right. Dar will grab Journey. Thank you, Dar. Appreciate it. Let me.
It's right there.
Oh, yeah. Can't see tonight. How many fingers am I holding up? I don't know. 3. Another Pat Benatar. This is a VG Plus copy for $9. Crimes and Passion. Or Crimes of Passion, sorry. Hell is for Children is on here. Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Treat Me Right. Good stuff from Pat. A little Robert Cray Band, Who's Been Talking, a VG copy for $9. Got Adam and the Ants. $5 for a VG copy of Kings of the Wild Frontier. Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust, $5, a VG Plus copy. Jim Croce, $5, a VG copy. And then finally, Robbie Robertson, a VG copy for $5. So yeah, we do this every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night. Go through several crates of vinyl. And if you see something you like, there you go. We'll set it aside for you. And then on Saturday mornings, and tomorrow is Saturday morning, we'll send out invoices unless you've stopped by and picked up your records if you're local. Obviously, if you're outside the Phoenix area and you want us to ship, and even if you aren't in Phoenix and you want us to ship, we can ship out. So if you buy, 2 records one night, 1 record the next night, and you're not around for the Friday night, well, there you go. $3. You get 3 records. It's just a flat $7 shipping rate. Or if you buy 16 records one night and 12 records the next night and 14 records, that'd be a lot of records. It would still be $7 flat rate. So there you go. And usually, if you get an invoice tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon by about 6 p.m. Eastern time, that'd be 3 p.m. our time. If it's shipping, we're probably going to get it packed up and it'll go on Monday. So that's the advantage of that. So there you go. That's kind of the way we do things there. And if you obviously I got more stuff to go through here, but hang on, I got one more thought, Audrey, and then I'll wrap it up. And then if now I forgot what I was going to say, Audrey. I think Audrey just mumbled. That's on you. But anyways, so yeah, so that's. Oh, and if you see something you like, the best bet is to reach out to us at hello@Rock This Town Records if you're watching after the fact and we missed something, because right now I've been saying social media, but what we're finding is that there's a bunch of emails coming or messages coming in on social media all over the place. So if you can email us at hello@Rock This Town Records, or just hit the website, there's like a little chat window in the website, whether you're on mobile or whatever. You can just open that up and say, hey, it's Dar. And I thought about it. I want that Cat Stevens record. Dar, you probably don't want the Cat Stevens record unless you're a big fan of Cat Stevens. And I kind of dig Cat Stevens a little bit. Anyway, so I'm done with my spiel there. Audrey, you had something for me.
I did. Denise wanted Robert Cray.
Robert Cray. All right, cool. I'll put that aside. Denise grabs Robert Cray. All right, let me run through this crate one more time. This was OG pressing. A little bit of covered damage there. This is $79. VG++ copy on the vinyl for Tracy Chapman. Triple album of guitars, Cadillacs, etc. VG++, $99. It's got the album, it's got a demos album, and it's got a live show album from '86 from Dwight, and it's a trifold. This thing is beefy.
Somebody was asking for the condition on this cover. Could you just show it off really quick?
Oh, sure, on the Glenn Campbell.
And also, Christina would like the Tracy Chapman.
Oh, okay, cool. Christina grabs the Tracy Chapman.
She's bringing brisket burgers tomorrow.
Ooh, brisket burger. So Christina, who's hanging out with us tonight, I've had some good barbecue in my time. I've been to Kansas City. There's a couple of good places here locally. I've never been to Texas, but I gotta say, at this point, Christina's barbecue is pretty much at the top. It's elite, and she just said the magic word. She might be bringing by some brisket burgers. Oh, my God, I'm so excited, Jennifer and Christina. I don't know if you know this, but on Wednesday of this coming week is my birthday. That's all I got to say. I'm just going to leave that there. Anyway, but yeah, awesome. Christina grabs the Tracy Chapman. That is the Bobby Gentry Glenn Campbell album that was asked about. It's $9. VG++ on the vinyl, and that's what the jacket looks like. It's pretty tip top. I mean, for an album that is there a copyright on here? I don't even see a copyright. Probably was too soon for copyrights. What I'd guess, 66. I'm going to guess on that record, 1966. There you go. So we'll put that in here. Once again, the Dwight Yoakam. We had the Queen's Greatest Hits as we recap this bin. This is a VG copy for $19. In Excess for $14, an excellent copy. It's a beautiful version of the 12-inch single of Need You Tonight with Mediate. That is Greg Allman for $9. When the Heart Rules the Mind, GTR, $9. Cat Stevens for $5. Oh, no, that was $9 as well. You Can't Hurry Love, 12-inch single for $9. That is Pete Townsend for $5. And this is a beautiful copy. The other one we got in here, not as good. So if you're looking for Pete Townsend, get that one. That's Madeline for $5. That is Sir Mix-a-Lot. No, it's not Baby Got Back. It's I Want a Freak for $5. There's the other Pete Townsend. Moby, $5. Had the Propellers for $5. All these 12-inch singles. $5 for Rudaman. Michael Jackson Bad for $5. We had Denise Williams. Let's Hear It for the Boy. $5. Billy Idol, $29. A VG Plus copy of Rebel Yell. And then the first Billy Idol record, VG Plus for $29. Robert Cray, $24. A beautiful copy. The packaging on this is really nice too. Anyways, Fleetwood Mac, $24. Fleetwood Mac, $19. Jeff Healey for $19. Huey Lewis, $14. Pat Benatar, $9. Don Henley, $9. That is Pat Benatar, $9. Did we sell any wall records today? I could have swore. Oh, with the Up single went. And then, obviously Larry yesterday picked up the LA Guns and the Wasp Last Command that we had. So that's super cool. We do have we need to replenish the wall, and that's going to start next week. Do have a couple there. We've got an OG 1987 of the Joshua Tree. Where is it? Where's my phone? You might not be able, you can kind of see it there. Vinnie Vincent Invasion, Joe Satriani, Planes, Trains, and Automobile soundtrack, Some Kind of Wonderful, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood, down there for $59. Adam and the Ants is $5. Joan Baez, $5. Jim Croce, $5 as well. And then finally, Robbie Robertson, not with the band, and that's $5.
Rebel Yell is going to Jillian.
Jillian grabs Rebel Yell. All right. In the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. Fantastic record. Do you have that record, Audrey?
I do.
Yeah, I thought so. See, Audrey's cool. She got all the good stuff. She's got all the new good stuff. And how many Lana Del Rey records do you have?
I have almost all of them.
She has almost all the Lana Del Rey. She has all the Taylors, but she also has a lot of Motley Crue, a lot of Billy Idol, a lot of Fleetwood Mac, and you're starting to get a lot of Van Halen.
I know.
That's cool. That's awesome. All right, so let's going to swap this out. We're going to run through a crate of new vinyl really quick.
What was the condition on Adam
Adam
and the Ants?
on the Ants was... I missed it there. There it is. It is a VG copy on the vinyl for $5. All right, some new vinyl releases as mentioned. We have Noah Kahan's $25.99 for Cape Elizabeth. That is Pyromania, half-speed master for $45.99, brand new, out today. And we still have 5 copies of Silver and Black Galaxy vinyl, Pearl Jam's first album in a long time, and their best album in a long time, in my humble opinion. $49.99 for Dark Matter. The vinyl on this looks super cool. I know Jared, if he's hanging out with us tonight and watching, I know he has that, and I think he would confirm that. Would you, buddy, or no?
Denise will take the Adam and the Ants.
All right, Denise grabs Adam and the Ants. Let me grab that for you, Audrey. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
You are the best. You are the Davy Jones of the Monkees. Or are you the Peter Nesmith? No, Mike Nesmith. Peter Tork. And then Mickey Dolenz. I know my monkeys. That is Prince back in stock. That is Around the World in 80 Days for $25.99. Ooh, George Michael. This is nice. This is Listen Without Prejudice for $24.99. And yes, Freedom 90's on that album. And yeah, that song is so good. Hey, speaking of Motley Crue and their new song, this is Girls, 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 $28.99 for the Crew. Back in stock. A little Duran Duran. Thanksgiving Live. That's on color vinyl. That's on purple and yellow color vinyl, $39.99. What's on here? You got Hungry Like the Wolf, of course. Electric Barbarella, A View to a Kill, Save a Prayer, Come Undone, Careless Memories, Rio, Ordinary World. Ooh, Ordinary World, nice. Secret October, and then a bunch of other songs as well. Def Leppard's Adrenalize, $27.99. Boom, very nice. Death Cab for Cutie, $34.99. The photo album. Ooh, The Cult. We still have a copy of this. Nice. That is Ceremony. That is $35.99. So, very cool.
Then we'll take Pearl Jam, and Christina wants Duran Duran.
All right. Glenn's going to grab a Pearl Jam. Cool, Glenn. Thank you. And Christina wants Duran Duran?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oops, that's The Cult. And that's Def Leppard. And that's Duran Duran. There you go. Very nice. All right, cool. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Christina. What else is in this crate here? Let me see here. Left off there. Oh, Arcade Fire. Not too familiar with Arcade Fire. That's a 2 LP. I can feel it in there. It's a gatefold. It's $30.99. I know these guys. These guys extended their tour. They're coming to Phoenix. I know. So they're back out on the road. These guys are actually pretty darn good. That self-titled Blink record, I know everybody loves this record with, All the Small Things and What's My Age Again. And those are great songs, but that self-titled Blink record that came out, I think that was maybe their 3rd record. That is so good. But so is this one. $34.99 gatefold for them. And then Bon Jovi These Days, $34.99. The new Bon Jovi album coming out. I did not think too much of the first single. If I had to choose between, Audrey, if you had to choose between the new Bon Jovi single and the new Motley Crue single, which one would you choose?
This is hard because
Ooh.
I kind of like Bon Jovi a little more than Motley Crue, but I kind of prefer Motley Crue's song over the new.
There you go.
Bon Jovi.
She says she likes Bon Jovi more than Motley Crue, but she prefers the new Bon Jovi song, the new Motley Crue song over the Bon Jovi one. This is Everything But the Girl, an autographed lithograph in this, if you're familiar with Everything But the Girl. That's $29.99. A little more Green Day, $39.99. God's favorite band, their greatest hits. And Iron Maiden Killers, very nice, $29.99 for their second record with the Ides of March, Wrathchild. Killers obviously on it as well. So cool stuff. This is with Paul D'Angelo. But hey, Dave Murray's in the band, Adrian Smith and Steve Harris. Those are the money guys right there. That's where the talent is. And then Bruce Dickinson. Not that Nico McBrain wasn't in the band yet. And Dave Murray's great, but Adrian Smith is fantastic as a guitarist. And then, yeah, we had a couple more Pearl Jams in here as well. So there you go. That's that crate. Let me buzz through it really quick. We got Noah Kahn. We had Def Leppard Pyromania, Half Speed Mastered at Abbey Road. We still got more copies of the Pearl Jam, Dark Matter, on, what is that? That's on Silver and Black Galaxy vinyl for the state of Arizona and also the state of Nevada. I guess it was a double bill there. A regional version of that record. Just went to independent record stores like ourselves. And we were actually featured on the Pearl Jam site because of that. People were like looking for that record, and Audrey shipped out like another 40 copies of that record today. Poor Audrey. I appreciate the help so much. You did a fantastic job.
Okay.
Yeah, she says she needs a new arm after all the taping and stuff she did today. That's $25.99 for Prince. That was George Michael, of course, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Death Cab for Cutie, The Cult, and that is Arcade Fire, Blink-182, Bon Jovi, Everything But the Girl, Green Day, Iron Maiden, and then that goes back through once again there. So, all right, cool. Let's get on to the last crate of the night, and then we'll recap the first crate, and we'll put Glenn Campbell in. So is there a decision on Glenn Campbell and Bobby Gentry? Oh, they already have it. Okay, cool. All right, we'll put that over there with Noah Kahn. All right. Let me adjust here. I'm going to take a drink of water, and then we'll go on from there. All right, cool. This is Kansas. This is Audio Visions. We're actually doing a theme on this one, so you'll probably be able to figure out the theme pretty quick. Audio Visions album for $9. And this is $5 for Monolith. There you go. And this is, I don't know who this is, $34, limited edition, numbered, red and yellow split vinyl. This is, Yorma, yeah, I know how to say this. Yorma Kakain, and not going to caca here anymore. Whatever. But anyways, I know that name. See if you know that name. I know. He's done stuff with. I forget who it was. Was it? It was a young lady. You can see that, can't you? Can you see that, Audrey? Can you read that?
It's a little blurry.
Oh, it's a little. How about now?
Oh, even blurrier.
How about now? Yeah. Anyways, it's Yorma. If you know who Yorma is, you know who Yorma is. It's a unique name. I don't know how to say the last name. This is King Creole Coconuts VG++ copy for $9. More King Creole for $9 VG++ copy. Ooh, Greg Kinn Band $5 VG+ copy. What's on here? Oh, the breakup song. Yep. And then same album, a VG+ copy for $5. We've got these guys. That's right, 12-point buck, and that's Killdozer, $19.
Can't hang up on them.
Oh, that's okay. Junior Kimbrough, VG++ copy for $24, the Essential. And that is a 2 LP set.
I
Very
made your
nice.
screen crooked. Hold up.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Sorry, I had to move the camera. I don't know what I just did.
Audrey's fixing it.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Oh, we're going with that for the rest of the night. This is the Kinks, $9. And a little more Kinks for $9, VG++ copy. Everybody's in Show Business. That's a 2 LP set. Is this live? I don't know. I don't think so. anyways. And then more Kinks. The Golden Hour of the Kinks, $14, VG plus copy. And the Kinks again, soap opera. And up next is Clark Kent. And that's $24. Excellent copy. And it's a 10-inch vinyl, actually. And then last but not least, as we round out this one, this is an excellent copy of the Knack. You want to be the Stones or the Knack? Well, maybe the Knack sometimes, but most of the Stones. Excellent copy, $9. This one is a VG Plus for $14. Something's wrong here, Audrey. So I'm going to change this. This is a VG Plus copy of the Knack for $5. That is incorrectly priced, and this one is $9. It's an excellent copy, though there's obviously some ring wear if you're into the Knack. And then we've got Reflections by Terry Knight in the pack. That's $5, VG Plus copy. We've got, Kraftwerk. Wow. VG Plus copy for $29 of Computer World. And finally, last but not least, Caius, Josh Homme's band. And that is an excellent copy for $24. So there you go. Very nice. Kind of stoner rock, right? I know that Andrew was in the store here recently. It's like, you got to get some stoner rock in. Caius is stoner rock. You probably have it, though, Andrew, right? This is if Karin is tuning in tonight. So there you go. A bunch of Kansas in there. We had the Kinks. We had Greg Kinban, King Creo. We had, the Kinks as mentioned, and the Knack, a couple of copies of that. And then finally Kraftwerk and Caius. Now back to the beginning where we started one last time, and then we're out of here. Coming up on Wednesday nights. It's going to be fun. We got a backlog of stuff back there, and Audrey's giving me the thumbs up already. She knows how fun it's going to be. And she was also giving me the thumbs up because she says your hair today is probably the best hair I've ever seen in my life. I need to get a haircut, though. It's a little long, so she didn't say that. No, she was thinking, ooh. I know what you were thinking. This, once again, in case you're joining us late, this is Dwight Yoakam, $99. You're thinking, what? $99? It's got a little bit of a crease. $99 in a crease? But this is Guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. This is a triple album. Triple gatefold, a trifold. And it is the album. It is the 1981 demos, and it is Live at the Roxy in 86. You want to see the set list? You can probably see it there. Oh, somebody left a voicemail for the store. So that's good. Hopefully they're calling up and saying, I have a huge metal collection and a huge hair metal collection, and I have a huge new wave collection that's all from the 80s, and I would like to donate it to your store for $7.45 plus the Dwight Yoakam record. And I'll be like, it's Yoakam. This was Queen's Greatest Hits, a VG copy for $19. That was In Excess, Mediate, and Need You Tonight. $14 for the 12-inch single in beautiful condition. That was Greg Allman for $9. GTR for $9. Love that song, When the Heart Rules the Mind. When Jenn and I first met, when you first meet someone, you always bond over music. And we're like, oh, what's this? And then you find out songs that you find out bands that you missed. And, Jen's telling me about bands. I'm telling her about bands. But this was one of those records that we bonded over. GTR. Great album. Am I right or am I right, Jenny? That is Cat Stevens for $9. We had Phil Collins, a 12-inch single for $9. Another, Pete Townsend, Empty Glass for $5. Madeleine, a 12-inch single for $5. We had Sir Mix-a-Lot for $5. That is not Baby Got Back. It's I Want a Freak for $5. Moby, $5 for Porcelain. The Propeller Heads, $5. Heaven is a Place on Earth by Rudiman. Not Belinda Carlisle, unfortunately. $5. Michael Jackson Bad for $5. Denise Williams, $5 for Let's Hear It for the Boy. Billy Idol, the first album, for $29, a VG Plus copy. It's got a little edge wear on the sides there. There you go.
Christina's going to take Dwight Yoakam.
Christina, you're going to town tonight. I thought that when you were in the chat, I'm thinking, Christina might want the Dwight Yoakam, but I didn't want to say anything, and I was right. So, Christina, thank you so much. Appreciate it. She grabbed the Dwight Yoakam and the Tracy Chapman, huh? Bang. Why the hell not, right? Exactly. Life is short, buy the record. That's our philosophy. That was Jen and I's philosophy before we opened up the store, and it's still our philosophy now. Because there was 2 records that I regret not buying. The Shining soundtrack that I saw in a store once. The original Shining soundtrack. I don't know. It's just, I probably never listened to the soundtrack, but I love Kubrick, and I love that movie. And it's just, it's a movie. It's cool. And then the other one was Van Halen's Different Kind of Truth, which is now not even on streaming. And it's like a $500 record now for the last album that Eddie did with Al and then Dave and then with Eddie's son, Wolfgang, which is a fantastic record, I think. I know some people panned it, but I think over time it's going to show that record was just awesome. All right.
Paula wants Billy Idol.
All right, cool. Paula grabs Billy Idol. Thank you, Paula. Appreciate it. Robert Cray Band, once again, excellent copy of that. Fleetwood Mac, $24. A VG Plus copy. This is a VG copy of Rumors for $19. And when we grade records, excellent is like, ooh, this thing is pretty much near perfection. It's fantastic. There may be, odds are it's just going to look great, glossy and everything like that. VG Plus Plus for us. Maybe there's a few hairlines. Maybe there's a little streaking that you just don't even see, because sometimes there's just like weird streaks that appear on records occasionally, but they're so minimal you don't even hear anything there. And then for a VG Plus copy, there may be a few scuffs. There may be some surface noise occasionally, maybe not, maybe. And then a few hairlines. And then there may be on VG copies that we grade that way. There's some scratches, but the scratches are minimal. They're not deep scratches. Deep scratches are the stuff that's going to kill you. Audrey actually threw away 2 records today when she was going through. She was actually cleaning a lot of this stuff and grading it. And we had to throw 2 away. What were the records we had to throw away? Because they were just trash.
38 Special.
Yeah, 38 Special.
That, like, soundtrack that was like
Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John. Yeah, we threw away 2 albums that didn't make the cut tonight because it's just like, that's not even VG. It's like VG minus and forget about it. I mean, we're not going to put that crap out because we're honest people. Jeff Healy was 19. We had Huey Lewis in the News for 14. We had Pat Benatar for 9. Don Henley for 9. More Pat Benatar for 9. We had Joan Baez for 5. We had Jim Croce for 5. And then the great Robbie Robertson and the band, but not with the band in this particular case, for $5 as well. All right, cool. I think that's it. It's been a long couple of weeks here between Record Store Day and then getting everything out, getting all the shipping done for Record Store Day orders. We still have a couple more. We have Cheech and Chong over there. We have Frank Zappa for President. We have a Stones record still. We have, what else is there? There's a couple other things. There's a Tom Tom Club. Public Image. That wasn't a Record Store Day.
Oh, it's in there.
Oh, is it? No, it shouldn't be. So I got put in the wrong spot. Anyway, so that's about it. So we'll be obviously around Saturday. If you got a chance to stop by the store on Saturday, Audrey and I will be hanging out here. If you got any records you want to bring in and trade, that's always cool too. We're always happy to do trades and stuff. And then on Sunday, I think Sandy's in the store to help out again. And then on Wednesday, May 1st, maybe it's my birthday. I'm just saying. Maybe I'll do something special here for my birthday because we've got a bunch of like backstage passes in the back. I thought that might be fun to give away some of these backstage passes that have amalgamated over the years. That this really nice guy named Frank, who dropped off, he's just like, "You want all these backstage passes?" I'm like, "Sure, okay." So anyway, some of them are laminated with lanyards, but most of them are just kind of like tags that you like almost pin to your shirt and stuff. So maybe we can give away some of that stuff. So remind me of that, Audrey, on Wednesday. And then if there's anything that you missed in the show, please shoot us an email at hello@rockthistownrecords or hit the website. And there's like a little chat function there. And that's probably easier because all you got to do is type in your name or your email, and then say, hey, I decided I want that Pete Townsend record, Empty Glass, the excellent copy, because Rough Boys is fantastic. Oh, Let My Love Open the Doors on there. Wow, I love that album, actually. Not the album, but I love those two songs. So there you go. So if you missed on anything, just shoot us a message and we'll get them pulled for you. We're happy to do that. And yeah, Audrey, are we good to go?
We're good to go.
We're good to go. I'm going to check the chat one last time. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate you and Mike and stuff for stopping by. Christina, great stuff. And yeah, and a couple of new people, Dar, joining us tonight. And I'm probably forgetting the other one. So yeah, sorry, Jenny. It was Xanadu we had to toss away. So there you go. All right, we're out of here. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday night for another round of some really cool stuff.